What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about this sad situation that occurred a few days ago in Florida. A 27-year-old young man by the name of Christian Toby Obumseli, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. I believe he's Nigerian American. And he was dating this female who has allegedly taken his life. Now, we don't have all the details, but one thing is for sure, she did it. She did it. She was the one that escorted out of the apartment when the altercation or incident happened. And when I was sent this by a subscriber. Shout out to her. I know she is. And she was disturbed by it. It took me a day to really process it before I did commentary on. One, because a lot of your favorite media outlets is quiet about this. They're very quiet about this. They ain't saying nothing. I mean, if it was the other way around, they'd be talking a whole lot about this. But this young man who has so much promise in his life lost it because of some deranged female that he was dating, who was an Onlyfans model. So, I mean, I told you, a lot of those chicks are crazy. When you got to use your body to make it in life, you have lost it. Okay? And the really sick thing about this, not only did the police let her walk, I believe she has been sent to a medical facility for mental illness because she's talking about how she's mentally ill. Not that she's innocent. Apparently, she was, and this is according to Black Sports Online. They said that she was posting OnlyFans content. Plus, I believe she put up an Instagram post, which I think she deleted because people were putting two and two together. Because she had put up a post because this incident happened, I believe, on the 3rd. And she had a post that she had put up on her Instagram that she ended up taking down that was put up a couple days ago. So people was like, wait a minute, how was she putting up an Instagram post right after this man lost his life? And she's not only that, she's putting up content on her OnlyFans page. So something is not right here. And what's not right is the fact that this particular female here did something horrible and needs to be held accountable for it. And if the police feel like she did something, I'm pretty sure they have evidence in that apartment to show that she did it. Now, I know that, these types of crimes, it takes time to solve. It's not solved overnight. They have to gather evidence. They have to do the due diligence. But she should not be allowed to be free to post content after that situation, not only on her Instagram, but on her OnlyFans. And the thing is, she took it down because I remember she must have just took the post down today because I had her Instagram screen up from earlier today and that post was there. But when I went and refreshed it, that post was gone. So that's how I knew she had removed it, because that was a recent Instagram post. And now she's going silent on social media. No matter what you do, Courtney, people are going to find out what you did. And by the way, her name is Courtney Tailor. And I truly believe she's responsible for what happened to this young man. And she needs to be brought to justice for this, okay? Now, this is one of the few articles I could find on it because none of these outlets want to speak on it for some reason. Police, and this is according to NBC Miami. It says police are investigating a man who was fatally lost his life at a Miami high-rise over the weekend in what officials are calling a domestic dispute. The incident happened Sunday night at one Palacio luxury building at 313 Northeast 7th Avenue in Edgewater. Miami police officials said officers responded to a report of a man stabbed at the building and found the 27-year-old victim, who was rushed to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. Officials said a woman was detained at the scene and later taken for a mental health evaluation. Her identity wasn't released. Police haven't released the victim's name, but friends identified him as Christian Toby Obumseli. The friends said that Toby lived in the building with his girlfriend. They said the two moved to South Florida from Texas in the past couple of years. He was a really high energy, bright, intelligent, would bring a smile to anyone. Friend Josh Ramsey said. Ramsey said the couple's friends are in shock over the killing. These are our two friends we've gone on vacation with, we've gone to dinners with, we go out on the town with them, and it seems like it's straight out of a crime documentary. Yeah, it does seem like, don't it? Ramsey said, we would have never guessed it would have escalated to this point. I think I speak for our whole friend group. We are just shocked, very distraught about this. The incident remains under investigation. Well, there was this one of the friends. She posted a Twitter thread. She says, it seems as though the story is being silenced. At Courtney Tailor took the life of her boyfriend Christian Sunday night at their Miami apartment. She been Baker Act, so the news can't release her name. It's not confirmed whether or not she did it while he was asleep or was awake, and this was during an altercation. We do know what we do know is that she did stab him and took his life. Please don't support her in buying any of her content. As the story unfolds, we will share more. Just wanting to make sure the media doesn't make Christian out to be the bad guy. We're speaking on this because I guess her boyfriend and her were the closest to them in friendship, and after talking to their family, it seems as though they were in the dark about how toxic their relationship was and all the abuse that happened leading up to this. Because people don't, we don't talk about those things. We just talk about what we see online. We see a woman that's posting, content like she is. We see Christian who's living a certain lifestyle. We see that. We don't see the inner workings of the relationship. And this relationship has probably been toxic. I could probably tell you that relationship's probably been toxic ever since they moved to Florida. Because, especially with her, she's probably deeply insecure. They're living in Miami. A lot of attractive women there. There's a lot of temptation there. I'm not saying he strayed, but women are highly insecure, man. And in a city like that, with a guy who's 27 years old, who seemingly is living his life, who has found some success in his life, even though she's doing OnlyFans, and even though she puts herself out there to get attention from men, for her to do what she did lets you know that it had to be a level of jealousy and a level of control. Because if these women can't control a man and they feel like, he's straying away and he's not under their spell, they want to bring him back to heel. And that seemed like that's what she was trying to do. She wanted to basically bring him to heel and say, hey, you listen to me. You're with me. I'm not with you. I think it was a control situation. You got somebody, she wants to control this guy. And again, we don't know exactly what's going on. We don't know what led up to it. All I know is the only way this guy could have lost his life by what this female did to him is if it was something that he didn't expect to happen. And I would not be surprised if this happened while, when he wasn't ready for it. And they want to send her for mental evaluations. Meanwhile, apparently she's still posting OnlyFans content. She's still posting to her Instagram. And it's her because she deleted it or somebody on her team deleted it. So you got somebody that loves social media so much that after a horrific situation with her boyfriend, she still finds the time to post content. And they were starting to light her up in those comments. They were starting to light her up in those comments. I want justice to be brought to the situation. Courtney Tailor should not be allowed to do this to this young man and be able to not have any type of repercussions. But to see, the thing is, though, this is always going to follow her. So if the judicial system cannot help, then society will do the work for us, because she will always be known as the female that took her boyfriend's life, allegedly. I still have to say that because these people are very thin-skinned and they will come after you for not using that part, even though we all know she did it. An opinion that is probably true. And I think that us as men, a lot of times we look at the outside of a woman and not really understand that woman could be a complete monster who's capable of doing the worst things to anybody. This female, you look at her, you'll say, well, she's not capable of that. Anybody is capable of anything. And I think that this female, Courtney, is nothing more than an insecure, unstable, attention seeker who, after she did what she did, she decided to run to social media because that's who she loves more. I believe she loves Onlyfans and Instagram more than she does her own boyfriend. That's a fact. That's why it was so easy for her to do what she did in that apartment, because she loved, and she made sure she got back on Instagram and OnlyFans after that situation like nothing happened. That's the true sign of a mentally unstable, psychotic heifer who needs to be behind bars. She does not need to be free. She is no different than the rest of these criminals that get caught up in the system over and over and over again. Some end up going away forever. Some end up losing their life. Some end up, out free. But we know they criminals. We know they've done criminal things. And this female is no different. Her looks nothing about her looks is going to keep me from not seeing right through her. This woman was posting to her OnlyFans after she took the life of a boyfriend. What does that tell you? Did you do it in the apartment? Did you feel any sympathy or remorse for what you did? Why aren't you protesting your innocence? Is people telling you to be quiet or blow over? You're a sick person. You're a weirdo and you're a sick person, and you're going to pay the price for this. I guarantee you. Through the law, you're going to pay the price for this. Through the court of public opinion, you're going to pay the price for this, for taking the life of this young man. If the relationship wasn't working, then you should have let it go. This ain't the way to do it. If you want to support us, GoFundMe. Make sure y'all go and support. And like the video, share it, man. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See y'all next one. Y'all take care. RIP to Christian, man.